All right, you guys ready? Yes? I'll let Chris Cook say a few words.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Woo! Y'all ready for the kickoff of Knowledgefest Indianapolis?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're kicking it off right with the world premiere from JL Audio, one of our premier MEA Diamond partners. And we've been looking forward to this. This is so super secret, they wouldn't even tell me. So I am very excited and happy to introduce Manville Smith, doctor of all things JL Audio, to tell you what's new. How about a big round of applause for JL Audio?
Woo! Thank you, Chris. It's great to be here in the beautiful state of Indiana at Knowledgefest. We're incredibly excited that we're going to debut a product that we've been working on for about 3 years now, a product that has involved more expertise to develop than anything we've ever done in the electronics field before. We've had mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, software engineers, firmware engineers, industrial designers, and I'm probably leaving out a few, who have all worked very hard to make this product a reality. It was a very complex project, but pooling the resources that we have, we were able to pull it off. Leading this fine engineering crew was Dr. Stephen Lee, our Vice President of Electronics Engineering. And we also have Ryan Tolliver here representing the engineering department. He's our QA engineer. And he led the beta test of this product, which was a well-kept secret in the industry. There were some beta testers out there, and he's done a ton of work testing the product to make sure it's ready for prime time. So, as you've probably figured out, what we're introducing today is a line of amplifiers with integrated digital signal processing. And you would be correct in that assumption. This is a product that we feel will make a ton of sense to retailers and to consumers. It's a product that will help simplify achieving great audio in the car. We work very closely with a company called AKM to develop the core DSP technology. AKM is a company that's known for its high-quality DACs and ADCs and DSPs and all manner of digital thingies. And they work with our engineers to create a customized triple-core DSP that's at the very core of this product. In addition to that, we're also using other components made by AKM in the product. And it was all coordinated internally with our own engineering team to develop the architecture that allows the product to do all the things that it can do. In terms of DSP processing capability, it is comparable to a premium processor. It has all of the features that you would expect, very sophisticated crossovers, for example. It has very fine delay adjustments. It has very fine level adjustments that you can make. It has a very powerful equalization set for each channel of each amplifier. And the beauty is that all these features scale perfectly with the number of channels that you have. One of the advantages of integrating the DSP into an amplifier is that when you buy 4 channels of amplification, you're getting 4 channels of DSP. You don't have any left over and you don't run out of channels. So whenever you put a system together with multiple VXi amplifiers, you will always have the right amount of DSP. You're never going to be at a loss for DSP channels. In fact, all of the amplifiers also have an extra set of DSP channels so that you can take DSP processed signals out of the pre-outs, either analog or digital, and feed those to another amplifier. For example, it could be a simple bass amplifier or an amplifier that a customer already owns, and you can endow it with the full VXi DSP feature set through the pre-outs and have it respond to all the presets, the level controls, and everything else that the VXi product is capable of. To support all of this, we have a whole slew of software releases, because software is really the flip side of the project. The hardware was an intense project, and so was the software. Many of you have had the opportunity to play with our Tune software, which we debuted for the Fix and the Tweak products. Well, there's a new version of Tune that will be available tomorrow. Now? Really? Now. And this version of Tune is called 3.0, and it operates all of the legacy products like the Fix and the Tweak, and also operates all of the VXi amplifiers in the full feature set. And really exciting news for those of us on the other side is that there is a Tune 3.0 for Mac OS as a native app, and that should be available tomorrow, I think, right, or something like that. That app will be available on the Mac App Store and will be supported just like any other Mac app as soon as Apple gives us the approvals, which should be any day now. So we're really happy about that. Now, in addition to those two little software projects, we have a project called Tune Mobile. And Tune Mobile is a tablet application available for iOS tablets and also for Android tablets. And this application allows you to access the entire DSP feature set of the product. Okay, it is not a stripped down application in any way, shape, or form. So using a tablet and a little accessory that we'll offer called the Bluetooth communicator that plugs into the master amplifier or the amplifier that you're using, okay, you'll be able to control the full feature set wirelessly from your tablet, which is going to be a really, really nice way to do the DSP in a car. And that's not all. There's also Tune Express, which will be available for both iOS smartphones and Android smartphones. And this application is designed for fast, simple, quick setup. It operates the basic functionality of the amplifier, basic crossovers, 12 or 24 dB, level setting, input sensitivity setting, and things of that nature. It doesn't get into equalization or delay or anything like that, but it's a great way to do a quick setup. And maybe if you're just adding an amplifier to a system and you want to do something quick, or you want the simplified experience and you're not ready to dive into the big pool yet. So there's actually 6 applications that support this product. 2 for PCs or Macs, and then 2 for tablets and 2 for smartphones, okay, which is pretty darn cool. In terms of input capabilities, all of the VXi amplifiers have a very high quality differential balanced analog input section, 1 input for each channel, but the channels are completely configurable. You can run the whole amplifier off 2 channels. You can run it off 4 channels of input. You can do anything you want in setting up the input architecture of the system. There's also a digital input, and you can set up a preset that uses the digital input and a different preset that uses an analog input, using the amplifier as a source switcher. So for example, if you have a high resolution player in the car that's running via optical, you can have a preset for that, and then simply by pushing the little DRC button in the front of the car, you switch to the analog inputs and you could have, let's say, your OEM system playing through the system. So in addition to being a very flexible input section in terms of what kind of signals it can accept, it allows you to switch between them very, very quickly from the front of the vehicle with a minimum of complication. There's a ton of mixing capability, a ton of routing capability built in. You can choose to run 1 EQ to all the channels of the amp, or you can choose to run 1 EQ per channel. You have complete flexibility in what you can do. VXi also marks the debut of the 2nd generation of our core Class D amplifier technology. The amplifier engineers did a ton of work to improve this technology, and we're using a couple of interesting things. We're using a direct FET design, which offers advantages in terms of layout and heat dissipation, keeps the amplifier happier and cooler, which allows us to make things more compact. Now, compactness was a major goal of this product, and when we reveal it here in just a second, you're going to see that. Compactness, extremely high sound quality, flexibility, and a very powerful DSP feature set. So with this Next D2 technology, we're also using a new layout design that has capacitors right on the output sections. There's reduced loop area, less inductance in the entire circuit, which results in less noise, less crosstalk, overall better audio karma throughout the entire amplifier section. So what you'll hear when you listen to the product is not just an amplifier with a really cool DSP. You're going to hear an amplifier that really sounds fantastic. Okay? And the other thing that's going on is, since we have a powerful DSP on board, we're using it to synchronize all the amplifier channels. So the clocks of all the amplifier channels are in sync with the DSP. Okay, and they're all in sync with one another. And this further reduces noise and stuff like that. If you have any deep questions about that, this guy right here, he's got a PhD in this stuff, so he can explain it to you. Okay, I ran out of my knowledge right about there. So, why don't we take a look? I'm going to ask Ryan Tolliver and Stephen Lee, who worked so hard on this project, to reveal this. Do it slowly, like,
You guys ready?
And you'll see the entire line of JL Audio VXi amplifiers. There are 8 models. There's a 2-channel that's very powerful. It's 2 by 300 watts. There's a 4 by 100, a 6 by 100, and an 8 by 100. We also have 2 system amps, one that's 700 watts total power and one that's 1,000 watts total power, and 2 monoblocks, a 600 watt monoblock and a 1,000 watt monoblock. Prices range from $799 to $1199. What do you guys think? They're incredibly compact. This right here is an 800 watt 8-channel amplifier with 8 channels of DSP. Okay, and you can mate it with one of the 2 monoblocks and have a really, really incredible system. If you want it all in one box, you can opt for one of the 5-channel models that you see here. This is actually the 700 watt 5-channel and the 1,000 watt 5-channel. Because of their size, connections are all made via mating connectors with pigtails. You can see them on the displays when you look at them closely. We have a bunch of people here who are very knowledgeable about the product who will be happy to explain it. Steve and his guys will be doing some trainings here at the event, giving you all the ins and outs of the product and how it works. We have a great demo set up in this blue Cadillac over here so you can hear VXIs with some C7 product and really get a feel for what it can do. And in closing, what I'd like to tell you is that even though this seems like very sophisticated, very complex product, the important point is this is designed to simplify achieving great audio for our customers. This will simplify your workflow. It will simplify your installations. By putting all this technology into one box, we can create systems that are very quick and very easy to set up right. It's not just a matter of setting them up fast, it's a matter of setting them up well. In the Cadillac over there, the entire system consists of an OEM interface, 2 VXi amplifiers, and speakers. The connections are fiber optic between the interface and the 2 amplifiers. There are no RCA cables. Okay? It's incredibly clean and an incredibly simple installation. And we feel that it's a step in the right direction for what we need to do to face the challenges we have in achieving great audio in today's car. So I hope you guys are excited. We're incredibly excited. We want to talk to you all about it, answer all your questions. So feel free to mingle, enjoy a beverage, and ask away. Thank you very much. VXi.